Hello students, myself Mallikarjun Gujrati. In this video I am going to discuss some important multiple choice questions on the chapter, your one of the PUC second year chapter, D and F block elements. Question number 1. Which of the following arrangements does not represent the correct order of the property stated against it? See question once again. Which of the following arrangements does not represent the correct order of the property stated against it? Option A, scandium means Sc is less than Ti, titanium, less than chromium, Cr, less than manganese, Mn. Number of oxidation states. Option B, V2 plus less than Cr2 plus, less than Mn2 plus, less than Fe2 plus based on paramagnetic behavior. Option C, Ni2 plus less than CO2 plus, less than Fe2 plus, less than Mn2 plus based on ionic size. Option D, CO3 plus less than Fe3 plus, less than Cr3 plus, less than Sc3 plus based on stability in aqueous solution. Yes, when you observe the option A, we know concept. The oxidation states increases as we go from group 3 to group 7 in the same period. According to that concept, our option A is correct order. When you come to the option B, see here they given V2 plus is less than Cr2 plus, less than Mn2 plus, less than Fe2 plus. This order is based on paramagnetic behavior. When we observe this arrangement, here V2 plus, here V2 plus, it contains 3 unpaired electrons. It contains 3 unpaired electrons. Similarly, Cr2 plus, it contains 4 unpaired electrons. It contains 4 unpaired electrons. Next, Mn2 plus, it contains 5 unpaired electrons. Next, Fe2 plus, it contains 4 unpaired electrons. Therefore, the well arrangement or order of these ions based on paramagnetic behavior is vanadium 2 plus less than Cr2 plus is equal to Fe2 plus less than Mn2 plus. This is the correct order based on paramagnetic behavior, but they given a different order. Therefore, this is not correctly matched based on the property. Next, when you come to the option C, ionic size decreases from left to right in the same period. Depends on that property. Means ionic size, this is also the correct order. Nickel means Ni2 plus is less than CO2 plus, less than Fe2 plus, less than Mn2 plus. Next, option D. As per the data given in NCERT book, CO means cobalt 3 plus and cobalt 2 plus. Its stability is 1.97. Similarly, Fe3 plus and Fe2 plus, its stability is 0.77. Chromium Cr3 plus by Cr2 plus is minus 0.47. Scandium Sc3 plus is highly stable. It does not show plus 2 oxidation state. Therefore, this is also a correct order. Option D is also one of the correct order based on the stability in aqueous solution. Therefore, our answer is B is the right answer. Answer for this question is Correct answer for this question is B. Correct answer for this question is B. Next question number 2. Next question number 2. Among TiF6 2 minus, COF6 3 minus, Cu2Cl2 and NiCl4 2 minus, which are the colorless species? Atomic number of titanium is 22, cobalt 27, copper 29 and nickel 28 are already given. Options are option A COF6 3 minus and NiCl4 2 minus, option B TiF6 2 minus and Cu2Cl2, option C Cu2Cl2 and NiCl4 2 minus, and option D TiF6 2 minus and COF6 3 minus. When we observe the problem in presence of TiF6 2 minus, here titanium oxidation state is +4. Remember, in here Ti it is in +4 oxidation state, and in presence of Cu2Cl2, copper its state is +1. Hence, in both cases, transition from one d orbital to other is not possible. And we know titanium, its configuration is 3d2 4s2, 3d2 4s2, and in presence of Ti +4 it changes to 3d0 4s0. Next, in presence of Cu2Cl2, come here, Cu, copper electronic configuration we know 3d10 4s1, and in presence of copper ion, means copper plus, it changes to 3d10 4s0. Okay, hence these are the colorless species. Means the correct answer for this question is option B. Yes. Next, question number 3. Fe3 plus compounds are more stable than Fe2 plus compounds because option A Fe3 plus has smaller size than Fe2 plus, option B Fe3 plus has 3d5 configuration half filled, option C Fe3 plus has higher oxidation state, option D Fe3 plus is paramagnetic in nature. Students, stability depends on the electronic configurations of respective ions or elements. You know, Fe plus 3, yes, see here, plus 3 has an electronic configuration argon 3d5 4s0, 3d5 4s0, and Fe plus 2 has an electronic configuration argon 3d6 4s0, 3d6 4s0. Hence, Fe plus 3 being half filled is more stable than Fe plus 2, which is incompletely filled. Yes, if we know this concept, then definitely the answer for this question is option B. Option B is the right answer. Next, question number 4. CuSO4, copper sulfate is paramagnetic while zinc sulfate is diamagnetic because options are given here. Cu2 plus ion has 3d9 configuration while Zn2 plus ion has 3d10 configuration. Next, option B, Cu2 plus ion has 3d5 configuration while Zn2 plus ion has 3d6 configuration. Option C, Cu2 plus has half filled orbitals while Zn2 plus has fully filled orbitals. Option D, CuSO4 is blue in color while ZnSO4 is white. Yes, copper sulfate has Cu plus 2 ion. Copper sulfate has Cu plus 2 ion, which has electronic configuration. Which has electronic configuration copper. See here, Cu plus 2. Cu plus 2 has its electronic configuration argon 3d9 4s0, which is in copper sulfate. Okay, but come to the point of zinc sulfate. In that Zn plus 2 has electronic configuration argon 3d10 4s0 configuration. We know paramagnetic and diamagnetic properties depends on the electronic configuration. Yes, therefore the answer for this question is A. A is the right answer, because in presence of copper sulfate, copper plus 2 ion has electronic configuration 3d9 4s0, and in presence of zinc sulfate, zinc ion has electronic configuration argon 3d10 4s0. And also we know paramagnetic and these diamagnetic properties depends on the electronic configuration. Next, question number 5. Which of the following statements about the interstitial compounds is incorrect? See question once again. Which of the following statement about the interstitial compound is incorrect? Yes, options are given. Option A, they are much harder than pure metal. Option B, they have higher melting points than the pure metal. Option C, they retain metallic conductivity. Option D, they are chemically reactive. Yes, when you observe all options, the option D is one of the incorrect statement, because the interstitial compounds are chemically inert as the impurity ions are present in the interstitial site. See point once again. Here option D is one of the incorrect statement, because the interstitial compounds are chemically inert as the impurity of ions present in the interstitial site. The chemical reactivity of such compounds is similar to that of the purest compound. Therefore, D is the right answer. This one means this one is the incorrect statement. Next, question number 6. Which of the following transition metal ions has highest magnetic moment? Which of the following transition metal ions has highest magnetic moment? Options are given here: Cu2 plus, Ni2 plus, cobalt means CO2 plus, and Fe2 plus. We know magnetic moment, it depends upon the number of unpaired electrons, and in presence of Fe2 plus, it has 4 unpaired electrons, and in presence of Cu2 plus, nickel 2 plus and copper 2 plus has 3 2 1, means in presence of cobalt Cu2 plus, it contains 3 unpaired electrons, and in presence of nickel Ni2 plus, it contains 2 unpaired electrons, and in presence of copper plus 2, it has 1 unpaired electrons respectively. We know concept magnetic moment depends upon number of unpaired electrons. In presence of Fe plus 2, it contains 4 unpaired electrons. And we know magnetic moment calculation formula, mu equal to under root of n into n plus 2, where n is the number of unpaired electrons. Therefore, answer is D, Fe plus 2. Next, question number 7. Most of the transition metals exhibit In that there are some points are given: paramagnetic behavior, diamagnetic behavior, variable oxidation state, formation of colored ion. Options are given 1, 2, 4, option B 1, 3 and 4, option C 1, 2 and 3, option D 1, 2 and 4. Yes, students, most of the transition metal exhibits paramagnetic behavior because of presence of unpaired electrons in their orbitals. Means they show paramagnetic behavior because of presence of unpaired electrons in their orbitals. Next, most of the transition metals, they show variable oxidation states because of vacant d orbitals. Next, and the transition metals, the formation of colored ions, there is a formation of colored ions because of unpaired electrons in their orbitals, which undergoes dd transition or charge transfer phenomena. Therefore, the correct arrangement or order of this question, means right answer for this question is B only, because most of the transition metals exhibit paramagnetic behavior, variable oxidation states and formation of colored ion, but not diamagnetic behavior. Yes, why B is the right answer? The magnetic property decreases with the decrease in the number of unpaired electrons. Remember students, the magnetic property decreases with the decrease in the number of unpaired electrons. The transition metals which contain paired electrons depict diamagnetic behavior. Therefore, most of the transition metals exhibit paramagnetic behavior. Next, question number 8. Select the correct option among scandium, titanium, palladium and copper 2 ions. A. All are paramagnetic. B. All are diamagnetic. C. Scandium, titanium are paramagnetic and palladium, copper are diamagnetic. Option D. Scandium 3, titanium 4 are diamagnetic and palladium 2, copper 3 are paramagnetic. Yes, students, you know, in presence of scandium 3 plus, Sc3 plus, its configuration is argon 3d0. It has no unpaired electron. So it is in diamagnetic in nature. And titanium Ti4 plus, its electronic configuration is argon 3d0. Here also no unpaired electron, therefore it is also diamagnetic in nature. Next, in presence of palladium 2 plus, its electronic configuration is krypton 4d0. Sorry, there is 4d8. Since there is a unpaired electron, so it is paramagnetic in nature. There is a unpaired electrons, therefore it is paramagnetic in nature. And Cu2 plus, its electronic configuration is argon 3d9. There is unpaired electrons, therefore it is also paramagnetic in nature. Yes, answer for this question is D, because scandium, it has no unpaired electrons, diamagnetic in nature. Titanium, it also contains no unpaired electrons, therefore it is diamagnetic in nature. Palladium and copper are paramagnetic in nature because they contain unpaired electrons. Next, question number 9. The correct order of number of unpaired electron is. The correct order of number of unpaired electron is option A, Cu2 plus greater than Ni2 plus greater than Cr3 plus greater than Fe3 plus. Option B, nickel 2 plus greater than Cu2 plus greater than Fe3 plus greater than Cr3 plus. Option C, Fe3 plus Cr3 plus Ni2 plus Cu2 plus. Option D, Cr3 plus is greater than Fe3 plus greater than Ni2 plus greater than Cu2 plus. What is the question? The correct order of number of unpaired electrons is. Okay, see here. In presence of Cr3 plus, its electronic configuration is argon 3d34s0, means it contains 3 unpaired electrons. Next, Fe3 plus, here its electronic configuration is argon 3d54s0, means it contains 5 unpaired electrons. Next, in presence of nickel 2 plus, it contains electronic configuration 3d8 4s0, means it contains 2 unpaired electrons. Next, in presence of Cu2 plus, here electronic configuration is argon 3d9 4s0, therefore it contains 1 unpaired electrons. Therefore the order is Fe3 plus is greater than Cr3 plus, greater than nickel 2 plus, greater than Cu2 plus. Okay, this is the well order. Therefore, answer for this question is C. Fe plus 3 is greater than Cr3 plus, greater than Ni2 plus, greater than Cu2 plus. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Next, question number 10. The magnetic moment of a divalent ion in aqueous solution with atomic number 25 is. The magnetic moment of a divalent ion in aqueous solution with atomic number 25 is. Option A, 5.9 Bohr-magneton. Option B, 2.9 bm. Option C, 6.9 bm. Option D, 9.9 bm. This electronic configuration of element with atomic number 25, one of the divalent ion, will be argon 3d5, having 5 unpaired electrons. Magnetic moment will be, students, magnetic moment will be calculated by using formula under root of n into n plus 2, where n is unpaired electrons. According to question, electronic configuration of element with atomic number 25, one of the divalent ion, will be argon 3d5 having unpaired electrons, means here n equal to 5. Therefore magnetic moment will be under root of 5 into 5 plus 2 is equal to under root of 35. Its value becomes 5.91. Therefore the answer is 5.91. Okay, see the options. Okay, here this one is the right answer. Next, question number 11. Next, question number 11. For Zn2 plus, nickel 2 plus, Cu2 plus and Cr2 plus. Which of the following statement is correct? Option A, only Zn plus 2 is colorless and Ni2 plus, Cu2 plus and Cr2 plus are colored. Option B, all the ions are colored. Option C, all the ions are colorless. Option D, Zn2 plus and Cu2 plus are colorless while Ni2 plus and Cr2 plus are colored. Yes, see the question once again. For Zn2 plus, nickel 2 plus, copper 2 plus and Cr2 plus, which of the following statement is correct? Yes, according to our options, Zn2 plus has fully filled d orbitals having no unpaired electrons. It does not undergo electronic transitions, hence it is one of the colorless. But rest of these elements given is Ni2 plus, Cu plus 2 and Cr plus 2 has unpaired electrons which can undergo electronic transition and hence show colors. Therefore, answer is A. Therefore, answer is A. A is the right answer. Next, question number 12. Complete the following reactions. Complete the following reactions. In that, some reactions are given here. Yes, Cr2O7 2 minus and 3 moles of SO2 and 2 moles of H plus are combined to give the given two products, 2 Cr3 plus and H2O. And in second reaction, they given 2 MnO4 minus 5 SO3 2 minus plus 6 H plus gives 2 Mn2 plus and plus 3 moles of H2O. And in third reaction, Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6 Fe2 plus 14 H plus, they given the products 2 Cr3 plus and plus 7 moles of H2O. Yes, when you observe these reactions, definitely the products means the blank products are here. In the first reaction, there is a 3 moles of, yes, see here, here the product is 3 moles of SO4 2 minus. Next, in second reaction, the product is 5 SO4 2 minus. Next, in third one, 6 Fe 3 plus, 6 Fe 3 plus. Therefore, your answer means correct answer for this question is B. Next, question number 13. In which of the following compounds manganese has oxidation number equal to that of iodine in KiO4? See question once again. In which of the following compounds manganese has oxidation number equal to that of iodine in KiO4? Options are given: potassium manganate, option B potassium permanganate, option C manganese chloride, and option D manganese chloride. Yes, first see here, in presence of KiO4, here oxidation state of iodine is plus 7, because 4 into oxygen minus 2, 4 into minus 2 is minus 8, and alkali metals have oxidation number plus 1. Therefore, when it's equal to 0, definitely the oxidation number of iodine is plus 7. Okay, in which of the following compounds manganese has oxidation number equal to that of iodine in KiO4? Yes, in presence of potassium manganate means K2MnO4. Here potassium manganate K2MnO4. Here manganese oxidation number is plus 6. Therefore this is not correctly matched. Here iodine is plus 7, but Mn here plus 6. Okay, come to the point B. Potassium permanganate means KMnO4. KMnO4. Here 4 into minus 2 minus 8. Next here plus 1. When it becomes equal to 0, definitely your value is plus 7. Okay, therefore here manganese oxidation number is plus 7. Next, manganese chloride MnCl2. MnCl2. Here manganese is 0, oxidation number is 0. Therefore this is not right answer. And manganese chloride MnCl2, manganese chloride. Okay, MnCl2 water. Therefore definitely correct answer for this question is answer D. D is the right answer. Next, question number 14. The second and third row elements of transition metals resembles each other much more than they resemble the first row because option A, lanthanide contraction which results in almost same radii of second and third row metals. Option B, diagonal relationship between second and third row elements. Option C, similar ionization enthalpy of second and third row elements. Option D, similar oxidation states of second and third row elements. Yes, this is the answer. Students, due to lanthanide contraction, the atomic radii of second and third row transition elements is almost same. We know this concept. Due to lanthanide contraction, the atomic radii of second and third row transition elements is almost same. So they resemble each other much more as compared to first row elements. Therefore, answer for this question is option A. Lanthanide contraction which results almost same radii of second and third row metals. Next, question number 15. Which of the following statement is not correct about magnetic behavior of substance? See question once again. Which of the following statement is not correct about magnetic behavior of substance? Option A, diamagnetic substances are repelled by an applied magnetic field. Option B, paramagnetic substances are attracted by an applied magnetic field. Option C, magnetic moment of unpaired electrons is given by mu equal to under root of n into n minus 2 Bm. Magnetic moment increases as the number of unpaired electrons increases. Yes, students, diamagnetic substances are repelled by an applied magnetic field because it has no unpaired electrons. Diamagnetic substances are repelled by an applied magnetic field because it has no unpaired electrons. Paramagnetic substances, due to the presence of unpaired free electrons in them, are attracted by applied magnetic field. And magnetic moment of unpaired electrons is given by the formula magnetic moment mu equal to under root of n into n plus 2. But according to the option D, any transition series, the magnetic moment of m ion first increases and then decreases. Therefore, option D, it is not correct about magnetic behavior of the substance because they given magnetic moment increases as the number of unpaired electrons increases. Therefore, this is one of the incorrect statement related to magnetic behavior of the substance. Answer D. Next, question number 16. Color of transition metal ions are due to absorption of some wavelength. This results in. See question once again. Color of transition metal ions are due to absorption of some wavelength. This results in option A, D-S transition, option B, S-S transition, option C, S-D transition, option D, D-D transition. Students, colored compounds of transition elements is associated with partially filled n-1 d orbitals. The transition metal ions containing unpaired electrons undergoes electronic transition from one d orbital to another. During this dd transition process, the electrons absorb certain energy from the radiation and emits remaining energy as colored light. The color of the ion is complementary of the color absorbed by it. Hence, colored is formed due to dd transition, which falls in visible region for all transition elements. The correct answer for this question is option D. Option D is the right answer. Next, question number 17. The catalytic activity of transition metals and their compounds is ascribed mainly to option A, their magnetic behavior, option B, their unfilled d orbitals, option C, their ability to adapt to variable oxidation states, option D, their chemical reactivity. Yes, transition metals shows variable oxidation state due to which they can perform as a catalyst. For example, contact process is that manufacture of sulfuric acid. In that we know the reactions like SO3 plus V2O5, it gives SO3 plus of V2O4. Next, another reaction, that V2O4 when it treated with O2, at the time you get SO3 plus V2O4. Yes, if you know this concept, then definitely the correct answer for this question is C. The catalytic activity of transition metals and their compounds is ascribed mainly to the ability to adapt to variable oxidation states. Other options are given: their magnetic behavior, their unfilled d orbitals, their chemical reactivity. But the correct answer for this question is their ability to adapt to variable oxidation states. The catalytic activity of transition metals and their compounds is ascribed mainly to their ability to adapt variable oxidation states. Next, question number 18. Which of the following pairs of ions have the same electronic configuration? Options are given here: Cu2 plus, Cr2 plus, option B Fe3 plus, Mn2 plus, option C CO3 plus, Ni3 plus, option D Sc3 plus, Cr3 plus. See here, electronic configuration of Fe3 plus, it is argon 3d3, and Mn plus 2 is argon 3d3. Next, Cr3 plus, chromium, its atomic number is 24, its electronic configuration is argon 3d3. Next, scandium 3 plus, its electronic configuration, scandium atomic number is 21, therefore its electronic configuration is argon 3d0. Next, Cu2 plus, copper atomic number 29, its electronic configuration is argon 3d9. Similarly, cobalt, CO3 plus, cobalt atomic number is 27, therefore its electronic configuration is argon 3d6. And nickel, Ni3 plus, atomic number of nickel 28. Next, argon 3d7. Yes, you know this concept and write the all electronic configuration. Come to our question. Which of the following pairs of ions have same electronic configuration? Then our answer is B. Answer is B. Because Fe3 plus oxidation number is, electronic configuration is argon 3d3, and Mn2 plus is also argon 3d3. Therefore, they have same electronic configuration. Next question number 19. Cu plus ion is not stable in aqueous solution because option A, second ionization enthalpy of copper is less than first ionization enthalpy. Option B, large value of second ionization enthalpy of copper is compensated by much more negative hydration energy of Cu2 plus. Option C, hydration energy of Cu plus is much more negative than that of Cu2 plus. Option D, many copper 1 compounds are unstable in aqueous solution and undergo disproportion reaction. Yes, students, in an aqueous medium, Cu2 plus is more stable than Cu plus. This is because although energy required to remove one electron from Cu plus to Cu plus 2, high hydration energy of Cu2 plus compensates for it. Therefore, Cu plus ion in an aqueous solution, it is unstable. Therefore, answer for this question is B. Large value of second ionization enthalpy of copper is compensated by much more negative hydration energy of Cu2 plus. Next question number 20. Due to lanthanide contraction, which of the following properties is not expected to be similar in the same vertical columns of the second and third row of transition elements? Options are given: atomic radii, ionization energies, option C magnetic moments, option D lattice energy. See question once again. Due to lanthanide contraction, which of the following property is not expected to be similar in same vertical columns of second and third row transition elements? Yes, magnetic moment depends on the number of unpaired electrons. As the configuration changes, the number of unpaired electrons changes. Hence, magnetic moment also changes. Therefore, your answer is magnetic moments. Option C is the right answer. Next, question number 21. Match the column 1 with column 2 and mark the appropriate choice. In column 1, they given element with highest second ionization enthalpy, element with highest third ionization enthalpy, M in MCO6 and D element with highest heat of atomization. Next, in column 2, they given chromium, copper, zinc and nickel. Students, see here in the examples given, here Cr means chromium. Its electronic configuration is argon 3d5 4s1, 3d5 4s1. Similarly, copper electronic configuration is argon 3d10 4s1, and zinc argon 3d10 4s2. Next, nickel argon 3d8 4s2. Second ionization enthalpy will be highest in copper because after losing this one electron, it will be attain a fully filled stable configuration. Third ionization enthalpy will be highest in zinc because after losing these two electrons, it will be attain fully filled d orbitals because it contains electronic configuration 3d10 4s2. After losing 2 electrons, it will attain fully filled d orbital configuration, which is quite stable. Nickel has positive highest heat of atomization in 3d transition series. Element with highest heat of atomization among given is nickel. Yes, therefore, the correct match for this question is, and option is option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. See once again, element with highest second ionization enthalpy is copper. Element with highest third ionization enthalpy is zinc. M in MCO6 is chromium. Next, element with highest heat of atomization is nickel. Therefore, the correct answer is A. Next, question number 22. Yellow colored aqueous solution of sodium chromate changes to orange when acidified with sulfuric acid because. Option A, H plus ions convert chromate ions to dichromate ions. Option B, H plus ions react with sodium chromate to give sodium ions, which turns solution orange. Option C, Cr3 plus ions are liberated in solution, which turns the solution orange. Option D, sodium hydroxide is formed during the reaction, which imparts the orange color to the solution. Students, the reaction between sodium chromate and sulfuric acid is written as sodium chromate and sulfuric acid is written as 2Na2 CrO4 plus H2SO4 gives Na2Cr2O7 plus H2O plus Na2SO4 Here chromate ion CrO4 2 minus chromate ion is yellow in color when it oxidized by H plus in Cr2O7 2 minus dichromate ion, the color changes to orange. Therefore, the correct answer for 22 question is A. Because yellow colored aqueous solution of sodium chromate changes to orange when acidified with sulfuric acid because H plus ions convert chromate ion to dichromate ions. Here CrO4 2 minus means chromate ion is yellow in color when it is oxidized by H plus ion. It changes to Cr2O7 2 minus dichromate ion. At that time the color changes to orange. Next, question number 23. Match the column 1 with column 2 and mark the appropriate choice. Here in column 1 they given green vitriol, more salt, blue vitriol, white vitriol, and in column 2 they given ZnSO4 7 moles of H2O, FeSO4 7H2O, FeSO4, NH4 twice SO4 6H2O, CuSO4 5H2O. Yes, we know blue vitriol, it is one of the crystalline copper sulfate content. White vitriol means crystalline zinc sulfate. if you know these concepts, the correct answer for this question is B, because green vitriol means it contains FeSO4 7H2O. Ferrous sulfate, green vitriol, is the crystalline form of FeSO4 7H2O. And you know more salt means double salts. It contains ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate also. Therefore, more salt is correct combination is FeSO4 NH4 twice SO4 6H2O. Blue vitriol, you know, blue vitriol means crystalline salt of CuSO4. Yes, therefore the correct answer for this question is B. Next, question number 24. Which of the following element is responsible for oxidation of water to O2 in biological process? See question once again. Which of the following element is responsible for oxidation of water to O2 in biological process? Options are given. Option A, copper. Option B, molybdenum. Option C, iron. Option D, manganese. Students, water oxidation is catalyzed by a manganese containing cofactor contained in photosystem known as oxygen evolving complex. Manganese is an important cofactor, and also calcium and chlorides also required for the reaction to occur. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D. Option D is the right answer. D means manganese is the right answer for this question. Next, question number 25. Complete the given reactions. Here there are two reactions. 2MnO4 plus H2O plus I minus, it gives 2. Here they mentioned 1, 2, 3 by using two reactions. And in second reaction, MnO4 minus plus 5 moles of Fe2 plus 8 H plus ions combined to give the second and third products with 4 moles of water. What are those first, second and third compounds or products? Yes, when you observe these reactions, in first reaction 2MnO4 plus H2O plus I minus, it gives 2OH plus iO3 minus. This is an oxidation reduction reactions. MnO4 minus is an oxidizing agent, I minus is one of the reducing agent. Then in second reaction, it is also an example for oxidation reduction reaction, also redox reaction. Here also MnO4 minus is an oxidizing agent, Fe2 plus is an reducing agent. Therefore, the correct answer for the question is, or the products obtained during these reactions are is your answer A. Correct answer for this question is A, because when 2MnO4 minus, when it is treated with water and iodine, at the time it produces MnO2 and byproducts are given already. And in second reaction, the products 2 and 3 are Mn2 plus ion and Fe plus 3 ion. Next, question number 26. A violet compound of manganese P decomposes on heating to liberate oxygen, and compounds Q and R, manganese, are formed. Compound R reacts with KOH in presence of potassium nitrate to give a compound Q. On heating compound R with concentrated H2SO4 and NaCl, chlorine gas is liberated and a compound S of the manganese along with other products is formed. Compounds P2SR means PQRSR. Yes, see question once again. A violet compound of manganese P decomposes on heating to liberate oxygen and compounds Q and R of manganese. Compound R is reacts with KOH in presence of potassium nitrate to give compound Q. On heating compound R with constant H2SO4 and NaCl, chlorine gas is formed. Chlorine gas is liberated and the compound S of the manganese along with other products is formed, compounds PQRSR. Yes, students, see here, I think you know this reaction. When KMnO4, potassium permanganate, it undergo decomposition, at that time it forms K2MnO4 plus MnO2 plus of O2. According to question, P is the product, definitely it is KMnO4, and at decomposes it produces K2MnO4, therefore this is the Q, and MnO2, this is your R. Yes, when you observe the question, this MnO2 means R, it is treated with potassium hydroxide and oxygen. At the time it produces 2 moles of K2MnO4 plus of 2H2O, and this MnO2 is again treated with 4 moles of NaCl plus 4 moles of H2SO4. At that time you get the product like MnCl2 plus of 2NaHSO4 plus 2 moles of H2O plus of Cl2, and this MnCl2 is our S product. Therefore PQRSR, KMnO4, K2MnO4, MnO2 and MnCl2. Yes, therefore the correct answer for this question is C is the right answer. Next, question number 27. The lanthanide contraction is responsible for the fact that option A, Zr and HF have about the same radius. Option B, Zr and Zn have the same oxidation state. Option C, Zr and Y have about the same radius. Option D, Zr and Nb have similar oxidation states. Yes, the elements of second and third transition series resembles more in properties than elements of first and second transition series. Remember students, the elements of second and third transition series resembles more in properties than the elements of first and second transition series. It is due to lanthanide contraction. So due to lanthanide contraction, Zr and HF have the same radius and also known as twins. You know, Zr means zirconium and HF means hafnium. Therefore, the correct answer for 27th question is A. Correct answer for 26th question is A is the right answer. Next, question number 28. The equation 3MnO4 2 minus plus 4H plus gives 2MnO4 minus plus MnO2 plus 2H2O represents A. Reduction, B. Disproportionation, option C. Oxidation in acidic medium, option D. Reduction in acidic medium. See the reaction once again. Here 3MnO4 2 minus plus 4H plus it gives 2MnO4 minus M. Yes students, in the given reaction MnO4 minus 2 is both an oxidizing and reducing agent. Here this MnO4 2 minus it acts as both oxidizing and reducing agent. Therefore it involves disproportionation reaction. Therefore the correct answer for 28th question is B. Next, question number 29. Acidified potassium dichromate reacts with potassium iodide and oxidizes it to I2, means iodine molecule. What is the oxidation state of chromium in the products of the reactions? See my question once again. Acidified potassium dichromate reacts with potassium iodide and oxidizes it to I2. What is the oxidation state of chromium in the products of the reactions? Option A +4, option B +6, option C +3 and option D +2. Yes, students, see this reaction here. K2Cr2O7 plus 7H2SO4 plus 6Ki, it gives 4K2SO4 plus Cr2SO4 thrice plus of 7H2O plus 3I2. This is the reaction. Here we have 3. Here we have Cr2SO4 thrice. See here in this reaction we have Cr2SO4 thrice in the product which has the oxidation state of chromium. Here oxidation state of chromium is like 2x plus 3 into minus 2 equal to 0, therefore x equal to plus 3. Yes, in presence of Cr2SO4 thrice, the oxidation number of chromium is plus 3. Okay, come to the question. Then your answer, the correct answer for this question is plus 3, because in the product you get Cr2SO4 thrice, in that chromium oxidation number is plus 3. Next, question number 30. The color of KMnO4 disappears when oxalic acid is added to its solution in acidic medium. This can be explained as option A, the pH of the solution changes on adding oxalic acid, hence KMnO4 is decolorized. Option B, KMnO4 oxidizes oxalic acid to CO2 and itself changes to Mn2 plus ions which are colorless. Option C, KMnO4 is oxidized to potassium sulfate which is colorless. Option D, on exposed to air, the acidic solution of KMnO4 becomes colorless. Yes, students, KMnO4 means potassium permanganate act as oxidizing agent. It oxidizes oxalic acid to carbon dioxide means CO2 and itself changes to Mn2 plus ion which is colorless. You know reaction. No one reaction. 5 moles of 5 C2O4 2 minus plus of 2 KMnO4 plus of 16H plus, it gives 2 Mn2 plus 8H2O plus of 10 CO2. Here is Mn2 plus, it is one of the colorless. Yes, we know this reaction. Therefore, the answer for this question is option B is the right answer, because KMnO4 acts as oxidizing agent. It oxidizes oxalic acid to CO2 and itself changes to Mn2 plus ion which is colorless. Next, question number 31. A solution of KMnO4 is reduced to various products depending upon its pH. At pH less than 7, it is reduced to a colorless solution A. At pH equal to 7, it forms a brown precipitate B. And at pH greater than 7, it gives a green solution C. The A, B, C are Here some options are given, the respective ABCD options, A, B, C. Yes, a solution of KMnO4 is reduced to various products depending upon its pH value. Yet pH is less than 7, it is reduced to a colorless solution Mn2+. At pH equal to 7, it forms a brown precipitate. Is that MnO2? At pH is greater than 7, it gives a green solution MnO4 2-. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A. Correct answer for this question is option A. Next, question number 32. In the dichromate anion Cr2O7 2-, dichromate anion, option A, all CrO bonds are equivalent. Option B, 6 CrO bonds are equivalent. Option C, 3 CrO bonds are equivalent. Option D, no bonds in Cr2O7 2- are equivalent. Yes, students, in a dichromate ion in Cr2O7 2- ion, there are 6 terminal CrO bonds. All these bonds are equivalent due to resonance. Therefore, the correct answer for this question, what is my question? What is the question? In the dichromate anion Cr2O7 2-. What is the answer? Here 6 CrO bonds are equivalent. All these bonds are equivalent due to resonance. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B. Next, 33. All copper 2 halides are known except the iodide. The reason for it is that copper 2 halides are known except the iodide. The reason for it is that option A, iodide is a bulky ion. Option B, copper 2 plus iodide to iodine. Copper 2 plus has much more negative hydration enthalpy. Option D, copper 2 plus ion has smaller size. Yes, we know iodide means I- ions are stronger reducing agent. They reduce Cu2 plus to Cu plus. In otherwise, Cu2 plus ions to I2. Therefore, correct answer for this question is option B. Next, question number 34. The most convenient method to protect the bottom of ship made of iron is. Options are given: coating it with red lead oxide. Option B, white tin plating. Option C, connecting it with magnesium block. Option D, connecting it with lead block. Yes, the most convenient method to protect the bottom of the ship made of iron is white tin plating, preventing tire build up of barnacles. When you observe the options for this question, there is another one option, that is option C, for sacrificial protection of pipelines, fires and ships against corrosion. Ingots of magnesium are connected to steel structures. Being more electropositive, they corrode preferentially. Their periodical replacement is cheaper and more convenient than painting the whole structure at frequent intervals. Therefore, Here option B and C are both protect the bottom of ship made from iron, but more convenient method is take option C is the correct answer for this question. Option C is the correct answer. Next question number 35. The correct order of ionic radii of Ce, La, Pm and Yb in +3 oxidation state is. See the question once again. The correct order of ionic radii of Ce, La, Pm and Yb in +3 oxidation state is. Options are given here. Option A, La3 plus less than Pm3 plus less than Ce3 plus less than Yb3 plus. Option B, Yb3 plus less than Pm3 plus less than Ce3 plus less than La3 plus. Option C, La3 plus. Option C is La3 plus less than Ce3 plus less than Pm3 plus less than Yb3 plus. Option D, Yb3 plus less than Ce3 plus less than Pm3 plus less than La3 plus. Yes, here Pm means promethium, Yb means ytterbium. We know lanthanoid contraction is observed in these ions is that ionic radius decreases as atomic number increases. Lanthanoid contraction is due to the gradual decrease in the atomic size with increase in the atomic number. Therefore, the well arrangement or order of ionic radii is B is the correct order. Therefore, the answer for this question is option B. Answer B. The correct order of ionic radii of Ce, La, Pm and Yb in +3 oxidation state is Yb3 plus less than Pm3 plus less than Ce3 plus less than La3 plus. Next question number 36. Cerium having atomic number 58 is an important member of lanthanoids. Which of the following statement about cerium is incorrect? Options are given here. Option A, common oxidation states of cerium are +3 and +4. Option B, the +3 oxidation state of cerium is more stable than +4 oxidation state. Option C, +4 oxidation state of cerium is not known in solutions. Option D, cerium 4 act as an oxidizing agent. Yes, when you observe the options for this question, come to the point of C. It is one of the incorrect statement because they given the +4 oxidation state of cerium is not known in solutions, but +3 and +4 states are shown in presence of cerium in aqueous solution. But all others are correct statement, means A, B, D and correct statements, but C is one of the incorrect statement because it shows both +3 and +4 oxidation state in presence of aqueous solutions, but they given the +4 oxidation state of cerium is not known in solutions. Therefore, this is one of the wrong statement. Next, question number 37. Match the column 1 with column 2 and mark the appropriate choice. In column 1, they given an element which can show +8 oxidation state, an element with +7 as the most stable oxidation state in its oxides, radioactive lanthanoid, lanthanoid which shows +4 oxidation state. And in column 2, they given cerium, promethium, osmithium, manganese, Ce, Pm, Os and Mn. Yes, An element which shows +8 oxidation state is osmium. Remember, an element which shows +8 oxidation state is osmium, and not only osmium, ruthenium, iridium form its tetroxides like OSO4, RuO4, etc. Means an element which shows +8 oxidation state is osmium. Next, manganese atoms can have an oxidation state of +7, which is highest possible oxidation state for fourth period transition metals. Means an element with +7 as the most oxidation state is its oxide Mn. And only lanthanoid which is radioactive is Pm, means promethium. Remember, only lanthanoid which is radioactive is Pm, means promethium. All of its isotopes are radioactive in nature, means radioactive lanthanoid is Pm. Next, lanthanoid cerium shows +4 oxidation state because there is a 6s0, 5d0, 4f0, and it is stable because of 4f not configuration. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D. Here A answer is 3, for B 4th is the answer, and C second one is the correct match, for D first one is the correct match. Next, question number 38. Which of the following statement is correct about stability of the complexes of lanthanoids? Which of the following statement is correct about stability of the complex of lanthanoids? Options are given here. Stability of complexes increases as the size of lanthanoid decreases. Option B, stability of complexes decreases as the size of lanthanoid decreases. Option C, lanthanoids do not form complexes. Option D, all the complexes of lanthanoids have same stability. Students, as the size of lanthanoid decreases, stability of complex increases, because as the size decreases, covalent character increases, and from lanthanum to lutetium, size decreases, stability of oxo salts also decreases. And another point, stability of complex increases. If you know about these points, directly you go to the answer for 38th question is A. Stability of complexes increases as the size of lanthanoid decreases. Therefore, correct answer for 38th question. This question is option A. Next, question number 39. Which of the following statement concerning lanthanoid elements is false? Which of the following statements concerning lanthanoid elements is false? Option A, all lanthanides are highly dense metals. Option B, more characteristics oxidation state of lanthanoid elements is +3. Option C, lanthanides are separated from one another by ion exchange methods. Option D, ionic radii of trivalent lanthanides steadily increase with increase in atomic number. Yes, students, the chemistry of the lanthanoids differ from main group elements and transition metals because of nature of the 4f orbitals. These orbitals are buried inside the atom and are shielded from the atom's environmental by 4d and 5p electrons. As a consequence, the chemistry of the elements is largely determined by their size, which decreases gradually with increasing atomic number. This phenomenon is known as lanthanoid contraction. All lanthanoid elements exhibit the oxidation state +3 because of this lanthanoid contraction. All lanthanoid metals are highly dense. Therefore, the correct answer for This question is option D. Correct answer for 39th question is option D, because it is one of the false statement. Next, question number 40. Consider the following statements with respect to lanthanides. Consider the following statements with respect to lanthanides. Statements are given. First statement, the basic strength of hydroxides of lanthanides increases from LaOH3 to LuOH3. Lanthanum hydroxide to lutetium hydroxide. Statement 2, the lanthanide ions Lu3 plus, Yb2 plus and Ce plus 4 are diamagnetic. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Option A, 1 only. Option B, 2 only. Option C, both 1 and 2. Option D, neither 1 or 2. Students, basic strength decreases from lanthanum hydroxide to lutetium hydroxide, means LaOH3 to LuOH3. Therefore, 1 means 1 only. First statement is incorrect. Then the given ions contain no unpaired electrons. Therefore, these are diamagnetic. Hence, 2 is correct. The basic strength of hydroxides of lanthanide increases from lanthanum hydroxide to lutetium hydroxide is wrong. The lanthanides ions Lu3 plus, Yb2 plus and cerium 4 plus are diamagnetic. Because the given ions, they do not contain unpaired electrons, therefore they are diamagnetic in nature. Hence, option 2 is correct. Between 1 and 2 statement, only second statement is right. Therefore, the answer for this question is option B. Next, question number 41. Consider the following statements. Lanthanum hydroxide is least basic among hydroxides of lanthanides. Option 2. Zr4 plus and HF4 plus possess almost same ionic radii. Third point, cerium Ce4 plus can act as an oxidizing agent. Which of the above is true or? Which of the above is or true? Options given 1 and 3 is true. Option B 2 and 3. Option C 2 only, and D option 1 and 2 is true. Yes, the ionic radii of Zr4 plus and HF4 plus are almost similar due to lanthanoid contraction, which means steady decrease in the size of the atoms with increase from lanthanum through lutetium. Due to the poor shielding of 4f electrons, the electron fall towards the nucleus increases there by decreasing the size. Cerium 4 plus act as an oxidizing agent as it oxidizes other elements by itself, getting reduced as Ce3 plus is one of the more stable than Ce plus 4 oxidation state. So in order to attain stable plus 3 oxidation, it gets reduced. The basic characteristics of lanthanide hydroxide decreases down the group. Thus, LaOH3 is most basic. Therefore, only statements 2 and 3 are correct here. Only 2 and 3 are correct here. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B. Next, question number 42. Which of the following elements shows maximum number of different oxidation states? Which of the following element shows maximum number of different oxidation states in its compounds? Options are given. Gd, option B lanthanum, La, option C Eu, option D Am. Yes, students, Am means americium belongs to the actinoid series, shows +2, +3, +4, +5 and +6 oxidation state, in which electrons are filled in 5f orbitals, and due to less energy difference between 5d, 6d and 7s orbitals, electrons are easily removed from these orbitals, showing variable oxidation state. Thus, Am shows maximum number of oxidation state. Americium, it shows maximum number of oxidation states among the given options. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option D. Next, question number 43. Identify the incorrect statement among the following. Identify the incorrect statement among the following. Option A, 4f and 5f orbitals are equally shielded. Option B, D block elements shows irregular and erratic chemical properties among themselves. Option C, lanthanum and lutetium have partially filled d orbitals and no other partially filled orbitals. Option D, the chemistry of various lanthanides is very similar. Yes, students, chemistry of various lanthanides similar because they show +3 oxidation state, similar size, etc. Here lanthanum, here take lanthanum La, its electronic configuration is xenon 5d1 6s2. Similarly, Lu, its electronic configuration is Xe 4f14 5d1 6s2. Here particles filled d orbitals. But when you observe the options, in the option A, it is one of the wrong statement due to the size difference in 4f and 5f orbitals. They show different screening effect. Therefore, the incorrect statement among the given options is option A only. Therefore, A is correct for answer for this question. Next, question number 44. Actinoids in general show more oxidation states than the lanthanides. The main reason for this is option A, higher energy difference between 5f and 6d orbitals than between 4f and 5d orbitals. Option B, lower energy difference between 5f and 6d orbitals than between 4f and 5d orbitals. Option C, higher reactivity of actinoids than lanthanoids. Option D, actinoids are more basic than lanthanoids. Students, because of lesser energy difference between 5f and 6d orbitals than that of between 4f and 5d orbitals of actinoids, exhibit larger number of oxidation state than that of corresponding lanthanides. There is no large energy difference for pulling out of the electrons in case of actinoids. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B. Actinoids in general shows more oxidation states than lanthanoids. The main reason for this is lower energy difference between 5f and 6d orbitals than between 4f and 5d orbitals. Next, question number 45. Which of the following catalyst is not correctly matched with the reaction? Options are given here. Vanadium oxide in contact process for oxidation of SO2 to SO3. Option B, finely divided iron in Haber's process in conversion of N2 and H2 to NH3. Option C, platinum chloride PtCl2 catalyzes the oxidation of ethine to ethanol in Wacker process. Option D, nickel in presence of hydrogen for conversion of vegetable oil to ghee. Students, when you observe the options for this question, We know in presence of contact process vanadium pentoxide is used, therefore option A is correct. Finally divided Haber's process in conversion of N2 and S2 to NS3 is also the correct statement. But come to the point of C, here they given PtCl2 catalyze the oxidation of ethine to ethanol in Wacker's process. Usually Wacker's process is the oxidation of ethylene to acetaldehyde in presence of PdCl2. It's about PdCl2, but they given PtCl2. Therefore, it is one of the wrong statement. And D, nickel in presence of hydrogen for conversion of vegetable oil to ghee. It is also one of the correct statement. Therefore, correct answer for this question is C, because it is one of the not correctly matched with the reaction. Next question number 46. Electronic configuration of transition element X in +3 oxidation state is argon 3d5. What is its atomic number? Electronic configuration of transition element X in +3 oxidation state is argon 3d5. What is its atomic number? In oxidation of an element, it loses its electrons. Means in oxidation an element loses its electrons, and since given configuration of its element which is already oxidized, actual configuration will be argon 3d6 4s2. Hence atomic number will be 18 plus 6 plus 2 equal to 26. Iron having atomic number 26. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B. Next question number 47. Match the column 1 with column 2 and mark the appropriate choice. In column 1 they given nickel in presence of hydrogen, Cu2Cl2, vanadium pentoxide, finally divided iron, and titanium tetrachloride, triethyl aluminium. In presence of column 2 they given Ziegler-Natta catalyst, contact process, vegetable oil to ghee, Sand-Meyer's reaction, Haber's process. Yes students, we know some points. Nickel in presence of hydrogen, and I think already you know about Ziegler-Natta catalyst. It is one of the chemical composition containing titanium tetrachloride and triethyl aluminium, and V2O5 it is used in contact process, vanadium pentoxide used as a catalyst, and in presence of Sand-Meyer's the copper containing compounds like Cu2Cl2 is used. Yes, if you know this concept, then the correct answer for this question, see here, Ziegler-Natta catalyst for option E, that is the first answer. Okay, next for B, the fourth option, Sand-Meyer's reaction. Okay, definitely answer for this question is option D. Next question number 48. The electronic configuration of copper 2 is 3d9, whereas that of copper 1 is 3d10. Which of the following is correct? Copper 2 is more stable, copper 2 is less stable, copper 1 and copper 2 are equally stable. Option D, stability of copper 1 and copper 2 depends on the nature of copper salts. Students, there is a general trend, that is half filled and completely filled orbitals are more stable than incompletely filled orbitals. Copper 2 is more stable. Copper 2 is more stable than copper 1 because it has 2 plus charge and it is smaller than copper 1. The electron density and effective nuclear charge is greater for Cu2 and it forms stronger bonds, means high hydration energy, releases more energy, and it is more stable. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A. Next question number 49. On addition of small amount of KMnO4 to concentrated H2SO4, a green oily compound is obtained, which is highly explosive in nature. Identify the compounds from the following. Option A Mn2O7, option B MnO2, option C MnSO4, option D Mn2O3. Mn2O7 arises as a dark green oil by addition of concentrated H2SO4 to KMnO4. The reaction initially produces paramagnetic acid HMnO4, which is dehydrated by cold sulfuric acid to form its anhydride Mn2O7. When you observe the reaction for this question, it is observed like this: 2 KMnO4 plus 2 H2SO4, and combined at the time they produce Mn2O7 plus H2O plus 2 KHSO4. Here Mn2O7, this is highly explosive in nature. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option A. Next, last question, number 50. The magnetic nature of elements depends on the presence of unpaired electrons. Identify the configuration of transition element which shows highest magnetic moment. Option A 3d7, option B 3d5, option C 3d8, option D 3d2. Students, we know greater the number of unpaired electrons, higher will be its value of magnetic moment. Since 3d5 has 5 unpaired electrons, 3d5 has 5 unpaired electrons. Here you know mu equal to under root of 5 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to under root of 35 is equal to 5.95 Bohr magneton. The answer for this question is 3d5. So answer B is the right one. Okay students, thank you.